Hi everybody, this is Linda and I have a project to share with you. I altered this egg carton and I got this at Target. It was one of these in the dollar bin, and it's kind of rough on the inside, but I think it turned out quite well. The outside is very smooth, sort of like finished off, but the inside's a little bit rough. But it worked out fine, and I'll show you. I'll tell you what I did. The first thing I did was paint this. And I painted it with this chalk paint. And this is sheepskin here. And after I painted it, I sprayed it with this. No, I didn't. I didn't spray it with that. I sprayed it with this. I sprayed it with Heidi Swap. Chartreuse is the name of this. And it turned out this kind of green. It's kind of, what do you call it? Mottled a little bit. It didn't cover completely, but I kind of liked it this way, so I didn't give it a second coat. So that is, and I did the inside and the outside with this chalk paint and the Heidi Swap Chartreuse Color Shine. I got the little image here from eBay, and it says, "A very happy Easter." And I took my Wink of Stella, and I just went over the bouquet of flowers that she's holding and the little flower here that the bird's sitting on. I used this gingham checked ribbon that I picked up at Michael's, and I got a really good deal on this. This was regularly, I think it was $4.99. And then it was on sale for $2, and then a 30% off coupon. I got it for $1.20. And I used this green. That was why I painted it green, was because I just loved the colors here, and I wanted to use that gingham. So I used the gingham check because it kind of matched her dress. And I went around the whole thing with that, the top. And then I used this little ruffle trim here to put right around the edge. And then I used this trim here that I got from eBay, and I think it came from China because it took forever for me to get it. And I believe this was one from China. And I went all the way around the whole egg carton with that. And then, because I wanted to put flowers all the way around, I cut a few off from here. I just cut the flowers off, and it left the dangle, so I can use that for something else. And then I just used two little rosettes here, little trim I had. I made a bow out of my pink seam binding, and then I put a little flower applique, and then a Wild Orchid Crafts little flower in the middle there. I used a word tile here. It says "Believe." These little eggs came from Michael's, and they were over where you find all the little miniature things. So I used some of those eggs. And then I got this little chicken, and he was on sale at Michael's. I think I paid $1.20. And hold on a second. I always forget something. It was one of these little chicks here, and I think I paid $1.20 for this because they had 40% off on all of their Easter stuff. And then here's the little eggs that I used. And I stickled everything these are Wild Orchid Craft carnations, and then these are just some of the little sweetheart blossoms. There's 2 of those, 1 on each side, and then the little roses. And I stickled all of the flowers and the eggs, but I missed that one, so I gotta go back and stickle it. I just now noticed that it wasn't sparkly. So that, I think, takes care of the outside. Yeah, so then on the inside here, I had this one little, well, let me start with, I put another image in here that I got from Etsy, and then I used this little crochet trim here around the edge. I tore this, and then I distressed around the edges with what was it? I think it was Vintage Photo distress ink. And then I used a piece of gathered tulle trim. It's elastic, and I only had this little piece left, so I don't have any to show you. But I used the Lindy's Stamp Gang Seagrass Green to give it a little bit of a green tint, and it just has a little bit, and I don't know if it's showing up or not. And then I used that. I put down one row this way, and then I put a row down this way, so it's actually 2 pieces there. And then in the middle, I used some of this little rosette trim here, and I don't remember where that came from. I've had it for quite a while. I'm sure it was either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And then, like I said, the inside was really rough, and this just cracked, and I didn't like the way that looked. So I used this ribbon here, and I cut it and put half on this side and then half on that side of where it closes on the hinge there. I didn't use this there because then it would have been right on the hinge. So anyway, then this, I don't have any more of this real tiny little Chinese braid, and I don't know where I got it, but I don't have any more of it, and I wish I did. I went all the way around the edge here, and then I went around the edge here. And here you can kind of see how rough the inside was. It just wasn't finished off very well inside. But anyway, it works. So then I altered some eggs, and these were just some white eggs, and I forgot to get those. So hold on, and I'll show you these. I got these from Walmart, and they were $1.98, and they came with the little bags and the color here, so you could color the eggs, but I didn't use any of that. I didn't use that. But just let me tell you, these eggs were $1.98. They have these eggs by a different company, of course, at Michael's for, I think it was $9.88. So there you go. Go to Walmart if you want some of these. But they come just plain like this. And they fit perfectly in this egg carton. Now, last year I did a couple of egg cartons, and these eggs were too big. The egg carton wouldn't close, but these that I got this time from Target, they work perfect. They're the perfect size. So anyway, then I altered 3 eggs to put in here, and I decoupaged these with some music paper, and this was a napkin here, and I didn't put anything on it, any ribbon or anything, because I glittered the image here, and it was a flower, and I hope it's showing up. Anyway, that's the first one, and I put a little doily connector down in the bottom there. And then this one is decoupaged with some tissue paper that I had. And it looked pink when I was doing it, but now it looks kind of an orangey color. But I'm going to leave it in here anyway. And then I wrapped a little piece of this trim around it with this little iridescent thread in it. And then I made a little tiny bow out of a piece of tulle. Put a little flower on it, and then I used a little green button in the middle with a little rhinestone in it. And that also has a doily connector down in the bottom. And then the last one I did, I painted this one with some Martha Stewart paint. And then I used some cheesecloth, which you can't tell because, well, you might can see it. It's rough. Then I went over it again with the pink paint, and I think it was called Ballet Slipper. And then I just added a little bit of glitter to it, just enough to make it sparkle. I used a piece of trim from my stash, and I put 3 little leaves and 2 pink and 1 white Wild Orchid Craft roses on it. I got a glue string hanging on it, of course. So that is the 3 eggs, and there's a doily connector down in the bottom of that one also. In here, I just put some little gold ribbons that I found at a thrift store. And I have a little doily that I stuck down in the bottom of this one. Here I put some bling chain, cup chain, I guess you call it. There's a multicolor, pretty good size clear, and then a tiny clear one. And there's a doily in there also. And then in this one, I just added some vintage crochet trim and another doily down in the bottom. And this is a gift for someone. So I'll be sending this out soon. And yeah, the bottom I left plain. I didn't do anything to the bottom. So that is it. That is my altered egg carton. So, I just want to say thanks for watching. If you have any questions or want to know about anything, please put it in the comments below. And if you like this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And thank you very much. And I will see you guys later. Bye for now.